Good morning. The sun has risen on yet another day for the modern man, yet how many of us truly live it? We're often lost in our screens and distractions, forgetting that life is more than just consuming content online. The truth is harsh. We're not defeated by enemies or adversaries, rather, we fall to comfort. We allow ourselves to be enslaved by distractions, scrolling endlessly through feeds instead of pursuing our goals. The modern man's fortress isn't made of steel or marble, but of his attention and resolve. His empire is the battlefield where thoughts are fought for control, yet many of us have forgotten how to conquer it. Marcus Aurelius taught that when we rely solely on ourselves, without passion or irrationality clouding our judgment, we become unconquerable. Let's imagine a fortress of strength. Both physical and mental training, like an athlete, requires discipline, the kind that doesn't yield under pressure, the kind that refuses to be distracted by trivialities. The warrior philosopher combines ancient wisdom with modern rigor, blending Stoicism with practical protocols for daily life. Consider this: you're not just training your body, you're also disciplining your mind. Think like a Stoic, train like an athlete. It's no longer enough to simply read about self-improvement or listen to motivational speeches. We must act on what we learn, make it part of our subconscious habits. The most secure fortress is one built from the rubble of past mistakes and failures. When you've mastered anger management or avoided gossiping, you're unconsciously equipped for future challenges without even realizing it. It's about building a strong foundation that allows you to withstand any storm, just as Marcus Aurelius did when he could face any opponent with confidence. Now, let's turn our focus inward. How do we prepare for the inevitable hardships that life will inevitably throw at us? Imagine if today was the day you started experiencing poverty, hunger, isolation. Would it be as terrifying as you feared? Seneca's advice urges us to practice what we might face in times of immunity from care. Pretend your hot water has been turned off, your wallet stolen, or that you have to sleep on the floor instead of a comfy mattress. Do these simulations now, while things are still good, because when the real hardships come, it will be too late if you're not already prepared. The Stoics understood this well. They emphasized training in peace so we could withstand war. The key is to build defenses against future stresses preemptively. As Seneca reminded us, if you would not have a man flinch when the crisis comes, train him before it comes. Let's delve into the three areas of training Epictetus outlined: desires and aversions, impulses to act or not act, freedom from deception, and composure in judgment. Each area is interconnected. Our judgments shape what we desire, which influences how we act. Understanding this, we can see that merely reacting to stimuli isn't enough. We must actively train ourselves for life's challenges by asking questions like, what should I desire? How do my actions align with my values? And most importantly, how can I make decisions that are based on reason instead of impulses? The Stoics were not just philosophers, they were warriors in their own. They understood the importance of discipline and training to face life's adversities. This isn't about living a monastic existence, but rather integrating Stoic principles into our daily lives. To truly transform, we must be present both physically and mentally. We need clarity on when or how to apply these principles, not just passively absorbing them through books or articles. The time for action is now. Seize the opportunity, embrace discomfort, and strive for a life that's guided by reason instead of emotions. In conclusion, building resilience starts with understanding our fears and weaknesses. By confronting them head-on, we can strengthen our mental fortitude. It's not just about surviving, it's about thriving under any circumstances. The journey to self-mastery is one of introspection, discipline, and the willingness to face life's challenges head-on. The question now is, are you ready to build your own fortress? Will you accept the pain necessary for healing, or will you continue to let distractions weaken you? The choice lies within, and it's time to take control of our minds and lives. Let this be the beginning of a journey towards self-discovery, growth, and true freedom. As you embark on this path, remember that the fortress is built with discipline as its cornerstone. It's not just about the physical training, but also the mental fortitude required to withstand any adversity life may throw at us. Embrace Stoicism as your guide. Let it be both a shield against self-doubt storms and a source of strength in times of need. The future is uncertain, but one thing remains constant: our ability to shape our own destiny through discipline, resilience, and the wisdom of the ancient philosophers. Will you join me on this journey? Let's build that secure fortress together, not just for ourselves, but for all those who seek a better life beyond distractions and complacency. The choice is yours. Today marks the start of something new. Let it be the first step towards transforming your fear into self-confidence, strength, and wisdom. The path may be rocky, but with determination and the ancient lessons we've discussed today, you'll find yourself more capable than ever before. So, as I sign off this morning's reflection, remember that every small action counts. Start small, build incrementally, and never stop striving for improvement. Your journey towards self-mastery is waiting. Let it begin now. The journey of self-mastery is not about seeking perfection or glory, but rather finding inner peace and clarity in the midst of life's chaos. It is an ongoing process that requires patience, persistence, and a willingness to face our own shortcomings. To truly master your mind, you must become your own best teacher. Ask yourself what you desire most from life, and then align your actions with those desires. Are you driven by fear or love? The Stoics would argue that love is the true path of freedom because it allows us to live in harmony with our nature. Now, let's delve into one final area that Epictetus emphasized: living a life free from deception and maintaining composure under judgment. Deception can come from within or without. Often we deceive ourselves by rationalizing our mistakes as necessary sacrifices for happiness. However, true happiness comes not from external achievements, but from inner peace. When faced with difficult decisions, ask yourself if your actions align with what you know to be and just, not what feels comfortable or convenient at the moment. Make decisions based on logic and reason rather than emotions that can cloud your judgment. In times of adversity, it is easy for our minds to wander into self-doubt or fear. But by training ourselves to remain calm under pressure, we can better handle life's storms with grace and resilience. Remember Seneca's words: if you would not have a man flinch when the crisis comes, train him before it comes. The key is to prepare for challenges preemptively. The Stoic path requires courage, discipline, and self-reflection. It involves stripping away unnecessary desires and attachments that only serve to weigh us down in our journey towards enlightenment. By doing so, we can focus on what truly matters: cultivating virtue and living a life of integrity. Yet the challenge lies not just within ourselves, it also comes from society's expectations and pressures. The world is full of distractions, be they social media notifications, financial worries, or the constant need to prove one's worth. These obstacles test our resolve and demand that we stay true to our values in the face of adversity. So, how do you build resilience against such external forces? By creating a strong inner circle where only positive influences are welcomed. Surround yourself with like-minded individuals who share your goals and beliefs, as they will provide support when times get tough. And never underestimate the power of self-discipline. It is through consistent effort that we truly transform in this journey of self-mastery. The most important question you must ask yourself daily is: am I living according to my values? If not, make a conscious decision to align your actions with what matters most. For in doing so, you will find true fulfillment and inner peace. The road ahead may be long and challenging, but remember that every step forward brings us closer to the person we were meant to become. Embrace each obstacle as an opportunity for growth, remembering that it is through adversity that we truly learn about ourselves. And finally, let me remind you of something Marcus Aurelius said: when you are sorrowful, look again in your heart and see whether you are still fighting with yourself. If the answer is yes, take a step back, assess your situation objectively, and find the courage to change, For only through self-awareness can we truly conquer our inner demons. So as we conclude this journey together, let us commit to living our lives purposefully, guided by reason and virtue. Let us embrace discomfort and challenge, knowing that these are the very things that will forge us into the men we aspire to be. Remember, the fortress you build today is yours alone, but it's also a testament to what you're capable of achieving with discipline, resilience, and wisdom. Are you ready for this next chapter in your life? Will you choose self-mastery over complacency? The choice lies within each of us, and as we continue on our paths towards enlightenment, let us support one another, sharing knowledge and strength along the way, for together there is nothing we cannot overcome. Now go forth with courage and determination. Build your fortress with discipline as its cornerstone, and let it stand tall against whatever challenges life may throw at you. The future belongs to those who dare to dream, to challenge themselves, and to never stop seeking improvement. Let this be the beginning of a journey towards true freedom, not just for yourself, but also for all those around you. May your path be filled with wisdom, resilience, and self-discovery. And remember, the battle is not against external forces, it's within. The war that truly matters is fought between our minds and our desires. May you emerge victorious. Continuing from where we left off, the journey towards self-mastery is not just about achieving external accomplishments. It's also about embracing our inner selves and understanding that every challenge we face can teach us something valuable about ourselves. The path of Stoicism invites us to look within for strength. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to get lost in distractions and let fear or anxiety guide our decisions. Yet, by cultivating self-awareness and remaining grounded in truth, we can build a foundation that allows us to withstand life's storms with resilience. The ultimate goal of Stoic philosophy is not just about surviving but thriving under adversity. It teaches us that true happiness comes from inner peace, which can only be achieved through discipline and the consistent practice of virtues like courage, justice, wisdom, and temperance. To embark on this journey successfully, one must develop a strong sense of self-discipline. This means setting goals for oneself and working tirelessly to achieve them, even when faced with obstacles or setbacks. It also involves surrounding oneself with positive influences that support personal growth and development. As we move forward in our lives, it's essential to maintain perspective on the choices we make each day, by asking ourselves whether our actions align with our values and principles. We can ensure that we're contributing positively to the world around us. In the face of adversity, let courage be your compass. When faced with fear or doubt, remind yourself of the resilience you've built through discipline and self-reflection. It's during these moments that true strength is revealed, not when things are easy, but when they're challenging. As you continue on this path to self-mastery, remember to celebrate every small victory along the way. Each step forward, no matter how insignificant it may seem at the time, adds up over time and shapes who you become as a person. In conclusion, the road ahead is filled with opportunities for growth and transformation. Embrace discomfort, challenge yourself, and never stop seeking improvement. Remember that your journey to self-mastery begins within, in the clarity of your mind, the honesty of your heart, and the courage of your spirit. Today marks not just a new day, but a new chapter in your life. It's time to step into your power, harness the wisdom you've gained from this journey, and use it to build a future that aligns with your deepest desires and values. So go forth with determination, let discipline be your guide, and remember that every challenge is an opportunity for growth. The path may not always be easy, but know that you are capable of overcoming any obstacle in your way. Because at the end of this journey lies a stronger, wiser version of yourself, one who has mastered their mind, conquered their fears, and embraced true freedom. As we come to the close of our reflection, let us hold on to the lessons learned and carry them with us as we move forward. Remember that you are not alone on this path. There is strength in unity, and together we can create a world filled with wisdom, compassion, and understanding. As I sign off today, know that your journey to self-mastery begins now. It's time to take the first step towards becoming the best version of yourself. Embrace the challenge and let your spirit soar high above all obstacles placed in your path. The future is yours for the making. Seize it with courage and determination. The battle against oneself may be fierce, but know that you have the strength within to overcome any adversity. With discipline as your cornerstone, you are capable of building a fortress strong enough to withstand life's storms, now as this journey comes to an end. Let us all carry forth the wisdom we've gained and continue to grow, evolve, and find peace in our inner selves, for it is only through self-awareness and continuous improvement that true fulfillment can be achieved. May your path ahead be filled with courage, resilience, and the pursuit of a life guided by reason and virtue. This concludes our reflection on building discipline as the cornerstone for self-mastery. Remember, every day offers new opportunities to grow, learn, and become the best version of yourself. Embrace this journey with enthusiasm and determination, and let your spirit guide you towards true freedom and enlightenment. Thank you for joining me on this journey. May wisdom be ever present in your thoughts and actions.